Yo, we're live, we're live. I'm trying this YouTube live thing again, and we're going to see how this goes. I am still discovering topics to talk about, but one thing I wanted to talk about tonight was a little late on it, but this young lady here, Jade Cargill, I got her action figure, is actually a member of the WWE now. Yeah, what? What? And as a member of the WWE, she is going to be shaking up the women's roster for years to come. As a woman wrestler in AEW, where she's from, she basically ruled for about a year, where she was the TBS champ, and nobody could basically beat her. Now, the one caveat is she didn't face the top wrestlers over there. They didn't put her in the ring with Britt Baker or Tony Storm or any of like the top wrestlers that they got over there. So it's a big deal that she's going to the WWE, but I'm starting to think maybe she should start out in NXT because she's definitely a great looking character. Got the body of a goddess, strength for days, the stuff that she did with the baddies and stuff like that, where she was wrestling Red Velvet and people like that. She was definitely doing some great power moves, but I don't know if she developed enough as a wrestler to compete with people like Charlotte Flair and people like that in the WWE. So I wanted to just do a quick list of the top five women in the WWE that I think she could have a good match with. Um, but I don't know if she could beat these ladies, honestly. I honestly don't think she could beat anybody right now just because, she's not a great wrestler. Oh man, I got bags under my eye. I need to get some sleep. So I'm thinking the first person we'll talk about is Asuka. Okay. So what would Bianca Bear I'm sorry, what would Jay do against Asuka? Um I don't know. I think Asuka's had some problems with power wrestlers in the past. Bianca's been able to beat her, a couple of times just because of her strength. And a couple other wrestlers I think have been able to beat her too. So I think in a head up match with Jade and Asuka, I like Jade in that matchup. What would she do against Becky? Becky Lynch, the man. Oh man, this is kind of a tough one because Jay certainly has the strength advantage, but Becky has the experience and violence advantage. She's definitely a great sort of dirty wrestler character that would probably do whatever it takes to win. She has some great matches with Bianca where she actually, won. And I don't know. I actually think the man would take Jade in a one on one. I don't know. Let me know what you think. But I think I like the man in that one. What would she do against Rhea Ripley? Now this is power on power, right? I don't think Jade her whole time in AEW went up against a wrestler that could really match her strength for strength. Besides, what was the girl that she wrestled and lost to leave? Crap, I can't think of her name. I'll think of it in a second. But she rarely fought women that were on her same strength level. Um, and Rhea, I think, actually relies on strength more often than actual wrestling moves. So that particular matchup is definitely going to be power on power. But because of Jade's athleticism, I actually kind of like Jade in that matchup. I think she could probably beat Rhea in a one-on-one. Rhea has lost to more athletic wrestlers before. She's lost to, the Biancas and the Raquel Gonzalez and people that are her size but maybe a little bit more athletic. So I don't know. I kind of like Jade over Rhea. Who would win between Charlotte and Jade? Now this is a good one. I feel like they are very similar as far as their presentation, right? Um, they both present themselves as like queens, like nobody's better than me. Even on like a social level, you feel like, oh man, Charlotte is better than me financially and wrestling wise. But in all honesty, I think that would be probably a really intriguing matchup. I think You can't go against Charlotte though. Charlotte is with her experience, ring knowledge. She can match Jade's athleticism, and is no slouch in strength. Charlotte is a big woman who's very strong. She's changed her workout to be a little less, strength based, but she's still like no joke. She's certainly not a powerhouse like Jade, but she ain't gonna bully her. You know what I mean? So I actually think I like Charlotte in that matchup, believe it or not. Hmm. I guess we'll see. And then, of course, the match that everybody wants to see: this lady versus this lady. Yeah, yeah. There we go. There we go. What bitch, you a bitch, yeah, what? Psh, I beat your ass. All right. So, who wins in a straight up matchup? Oh, I didn't even notice she had kiss tattoos on her back. I didn't even notice that. Does she actually have kiss tattoos on her back? I don't know. Somebody hit me up and let me know. But who wins in a matchup between Jade and Bianca Belair? Yikes. Okay, so I think athleticism, they are pretty equal. Um, they both are, I think, former track athletes or track and field athletes. They both hit the weight room, religiously. Jade's work ethic and Bianca's work ethic is crazy. If you ever seen any of their online workouts, I feel like this is probably the most even out of all of the matchups as far as like who would win. Now I don't know physically which one is bigger. I'm thinking Jade is probably bigger. I think Jade is like 5'10" or something like that. She's like a pretty big woman. And I don't think Bianca is quite that big. I think Bianca is probably more like 5'7", maybe 5'8", something like that. So, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but just size wise, I think Jade is maybe a little bigger. Her action figure is certainly bigger, by a little bit. But these of course are made by two different companies. Um, but who wins in this matchup? I think I gotta go with Jade, man. I think I gotta go with Jade. Now, Jade, like I said before, didn't get around to testing her wrestling skills against the best women in AEW. Um, but Bianca is pretty much a newer wrestler as well. She depends on a lot of unnecessary crap in the ring, backflips and cartwheels and shit. I'm like, why did you do a backflip to do a clothesline, right? Like, so just kind of showing off her athleticism too. But I think Jay may actually be able to beat her in a one-on-one if I had to, just go, um, head up. So I don't know. I think if they fought 10 times, Jade wins 6, right? And Bianca wins 4. I don't know what that means. All right, so I know I'm still getting used to doing this. Camera's probably shaky. I know I look a mess. But I'm gonna continue to try to keep going live and see if anything happens with this. I'm gonna keep practicing, keep putting stuff out there, and yeah, see how this goes. This is comedian Rob Coleman. I think I'm about to sign off. If you guys have any comments or any topics you would like me to touch on, you want to see more of my toy collection, I'll bring my toy box over and I'll go through it with you. But other than that, let's hope Jade has a great career in WWE. Have a great night. Talk to you guys later.